Maybe that was a bonus trade that you should have taken, Nick. I don't know.
Maybe so. You know what? Maybe I'll be kicking myself tomorrow. But definitely an interesting perspective.
So now I'm not one to follow the rules. A lot of people know me when they trade with me, so I'm not one to follow the rules as much as I should be. But I'm going to go ahead and throw in a bonus challenge here. I know we only got the 3 challenges, but you know what? Let's get crazy. Bonus challenge for you guys. It's a yes, I'll take the trade, or a no. I'm going to give you a trade, and you're going to make a decision whether or not you're going to take the trade or walk away from the trade. So I'm going to go ahead and be absolutely crazy and say US dollar JPY, sell. US dollar JPY, sell. Now, I heard a lot of what you said on the dollar index, Nick, and I get everyone's view on what the yen's going to do. So this is the deal. US dollar JPY. I'll tell you why I'm thinking sell on US dollar JPY. We're hitting a lot of highs. In fact, let me see if I can share my screen here.
Get it up. Get it up. It's a
let's get it up. Let's get it up. All right, let's see if we can share my screen. Let's see if we can. Perfect. Okay, here we go. So my reasoning behind this, look at the far left right here. A lot of resistance coming off the far left right here. If I look at my wave structure, and I am an idiot wave trader, we have the wave 1, 2, and 3, a very extended, overextended wave 3. We're looking at, if you go closer up to the market sitting right here, you see this rising wedge with a bit of divergence. So we've got negative divergence as well. I'm thinking that the turning point is going to be this week, and then in the next 5 days, we should see the yen starting to drop back down south again, even if it's just a recovery move. So I'm going to say short the US dollar JPY. Is that a yes for you, Nick?
So here's the thing. I love that you did this, Gary. This is fun. So the thing that I'd love to say, I know for those of you guys watching in the audience, I've known Gary for a while. We've been doing stuff on the A1 trading. We have different styles, and it's perfectly fine, because the cool thing is it's a great example of how people can have different styles, different approaches, and still make money. Gary, what I know tends to do a lot of times is, and correct me if I'm wrong, you tend to trade both directions. You'll trade the pullback, you'll trade the trend continuation, and I've seen you do it over and over with a lot of success. So I personally wouldn't short dollar yen. It doesn't mean, though, that you can't make money. To be fair, I wouldn't go long dollar yen either. If we look at my screen for just a second, what we're talking about here is a move that's extended substantially, right? So we've had this big move, and Gary's talking about, would you trade the fade? And although for me, this is not where I'm comfortable, I definitely understand that dollar yen is extended like crazy. So it's kind of, for me, it's like going long here is playing musical chairs, and going short here is like trying to fight against a train coming at you. You can be very careful with it, but there is potential. For me, Gary, just to add on for my personal perspective, if I was to short dollar yen, I would just add one constraint. I would just like to see, if I had to take a sell, if I was trading that pullback, just show me something. Show me a breakout. Show me a little bit of failure. Show me something to get me in there. But I totally think, and I agree with you, that dollar yen is extended like crazy. There's probably a beautiful sell move coming. It's just a matter of time. And for me, it would have to be, okay, sell move potentially coming. Show me that sign of a breakout. And then totally with you. I think that we retreat. And like you said, even if it's just a pullback in the grand scheme of things, that sell-off could be pretty aggressive. So I'm definitely with you. I think that dollar yen is probably due for a corrective move somewhere here soon.
All right. Well, let's speak to a gambler. Thomas, are you going to take that trade?
I absolutely would take that trade. And I was looking at the weekly chart on USD JPY, and I see what you are looking at. And if we look all the way back to the left to 2003, this 126 has definitely provided some resistance in the past. We have had a pretty big move up to the upside over the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks. I'm definitely with Nick that I wouldn't buy it, but I don't like calling tops. And it feels like this would be calling a top, but there is nothing to say that it wants to go up and above this, as it hasn't before. So I would be looking to short this very soon, but once we get that opportunity. So I am going to take the gamble. I am going to short it. And I nearly was going to take the opposite of Nick's trade with the EJ buy, with the EJ sell looking left as well at a similar price point in the past. So looking left, but I'm not going to. I'm going to
You should,
hold
man.
tight.
You totally should. Make it interesting. Sell my buy. Let's see what
I'm
happens.
going to sell the buy. Well, that's how markets are made, right? Somebody
That's
has
right.
to be
There's got to be a buy. There's
taking the
got to be a
opposing
seller. I'm
trade.
ready for it.
But
There
no,
we go.
I'm not going to. But I am going to take the UJ sell.
All right. So
I'm going to call it top.
there we go. Okay, so you're
A
selling.
braver
So you're
soul than I,
basically
for sure.
you're basically saying stronger yen over the next 5 days.
Mhm.
Either that or selling euro, saying euro is going to continue to weaken, and the yen is just going to sit there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, I'll get. So you did not take the US dollar JPY trade, right?
You want me to take it on 8 cap, yeah?
Yeah. Correct. Yes.
I will take it on 8 cap.
All right, perfect. Okay, so he is taking on that channel. Fantastic. Well, that's the bonus trade. Good stuff, exciting stuff. Let's see what it does. Let's see if that turns out to be the pivotal point or pivot point of his results at the end of the 5 days. Maybe that was a bonus trade that you should have taken, Nick. I don't know.
Maybe so. You know what? Maybe I'll be kicking myself tomorrow. But definitely an interesting perspective. And Gary, you bringing that up with the whole yen concept right now is fascinating. It's a market extreme that we haven't seen in a while. A move like this, and from just my personal experience and probably yours as well, they usually end really ugly. Like when that hype train ends, and maybe it's something from the Bank of Japan, or maybe it's something from the euro and the dollar, or maybe it's just a big risk off move that comes back in and causes the yen to spike. Something's going to probably be around the corner, and that turnaround with all this pumped up, hype could end ugly. Even if you're, I'm a dollar bull and I like it to the upside overall. I understand that there is a point where markets get overexcited and that turnaround can be a bit ugly.
Yeah. And if you actually look at history and look at a lot of the JPYs, and this happens a lot, anytime you have a JPY cross that's been a strong rally based on Bank of Japan weakening their own currency, whether it's an actual decision they've made or if it's just rumors of something that's going to happen, normally when the markets are topping out so high, you see a very aggressive move to the downside. And I'll be honest with you, looking at this for the last 20 years, I'm expecting that this is going to be the same sort of scenario on all the JPY crosses over the next. I'm not saying it's going to happen in the next 5 days. If it does, bonus. If it doesn't, I'm saying when it does start dropping, we're going to see a very aggressive move. It happened with the pound JPY back in 2016, I think it was. So I think it's going to be the same scenario. So we'll wait and see how that plays out.